or thumbs down if you can't. Okay, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this. So I have got Fusion Mineral Paint. I've watered down the paint, and I'm going to paint the bowl like a whitewash type, or I'm sorry, it's a azure color. I'm going to wash it with that instead of a full color. I just want to add a little bit of color in there. So glad you guys can make it. Glad you guys could be with me tonight. I'm excited to talk to all my friends.
Tap the screen, guys. Give me some likes, please. Or give her some likes, please.
So I'm just going to paint this up so we can put decoupage over top of it. I have some decoupage paper that I have scraps for because I cannot throw anything away if you guys are like me. Hey, Jane, how are you? Just going to go through. I'm glad you guys can be with us tonight. I'm going to paint. My husband did this bowl in the lathe. He turned it, and I added a little bit of embossing paste to give it a little texture. I'll show you guys how to do that in a little bit. But right now, I'm going to put the paint on so it'll dry while I'm doing the embossing paint. You got to kind of do it in steps. It takes 12 hours for the embossing paste to dry. I give it 24 because, never can wait long enough. I'm very impatient, so I have to wait longer. So I'm going to go ahead and just put some color on this. Splashing it everywhere.
Thanks for the follow there, Millstone Farm Guy.
From Jacksonville, Florida. Cool. Yay. How's the weather down there? It's kind of overcast here today. A little cool. Not too bad.
That's where all of our luggage goes to.
All of our luggage? Oh.
We're from Jacksonville, North Carolina. And especially when you get rerouted somewhere, when you're flying into Jacksonville, North Carolina, there's a good chance your luggage is going to end up in Florida.
Oh, that's right.
Mine has more than once. And then you got to wait days for your stuff to get back to you.
And hope you don't get out in the next couple of days like I did that one time.
Yeah, hopefully you don't. Ugh. Hopefully you don't need nothing too serious out of your baggage.
Princeton, British Columbia, Canada. Yay! It's wet and freezing in Maryland. Oh, you guys can keep the wet and freezing. I don't need wet and freezing. Okay, so I painted. My husband did the bowl. He did it on a lathe. I put embossing paste on top, and then I just painted some color around it just to give it a little color underneath. I'm going to push it to the side and let it dry so I can add layers to it. So it needs to dry. But this is the look I'm going to try to go for. So you can see the texture I did with the embossing paint, and then I did decoupage on top, and then just keep adding the layers on top. And that's what I'm trying to do tonight. Charlton, Massachusetts, and then DE, Delaware.
What do you want, buddy? Y'all want outside?
Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I am so excited. Now I'm going to show you guys how to do the embossing paste. So I've got a stencil. These are just Martha Stewart stencils I picked them up at Michael's. I'm excited to get the stencils from Royce Cycle because I can do this with those. So we can try those once I get those in. I haven't ordered them in yet. So we'll get those. And they'll be beautiful. Hello from Ohio and Missouri, Kansas City. Thanks for joining me, guys. Glad you guys can join me. I'm excited to be here with my friends. So I've got some embossing paste from Fusion, if you guys can see that. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, so that's what I'm putting on here. So it's kind of a, I don't know if you guys can see that too. It's kind of a, I want to say glue, paste. So you remember back when we were in kindergarten or first grade, you had the big thick glue. That's kind of what this is, but a little bit watered down. And it gives me a little bit of a texture to this. So I am going to just add the texture. And you guys can see I'm just going to splat it on there. Kind of like I'm spackling the wall. I'm not worrying about the pattern so much because I really want to just get the raised effect on this. So I am just trying to go even, trying to smush it down in a little stencil. And it's called raised stencil. And it gives it texture. It just takes 12 hours to dry, so I can't do it all at once on the live because it would take 12 hours to dry. So I'm going to I did this last night, but I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing, how I did it. So I just wipe off the excess with the little spatula. I'm going to sweep it off in the, it's okay to put it back in my little container here. So glad you guys can join me. I'm so excited to be here tonight. Hey, Tina, how are you? So I am going to, hopefully you guys can hear me. I haven't seen anybody that said they can't hear me, so I'm taking it as a good thing. These stencils were sticky, so I guess I need to grab it, the corner. Give me a second. I'll grab the corner. They're a little sticky. Okay. So
Pocket knife, not just for stabbing anyone.
Thank you. So you just pick it up after you put the embossing paste on. You guys can see that the picture turned out quite nice. You guys can see that? You guys can see that over there? And that was what the embossing paste does. Just gives me a raised stencil. It gives me a little bit of a texture. So that's what I was trying to go for. It just takes 12 hours to dry, so I have to do it in stages. And it's going to take a little bit longer for this to dry. It's almost dry. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side, and I can work on that next time because actually it's going to take 12 hours for it to dry. Why everything's drying, let's talk a little bit about texture. I'm going to put this aside. I'll pick it back up in a minute. It's not quite dry. It's going to mess up the decoupage if I don't let it dry. So texture. Sorry. So if you add texture, you can actually highlight the different bumps and valleys with the different effects. So I like using a paint on the bottom, and then I like stacking the decoupage on top of it. And as I stack the decoupage, I like to take my scraps. I don't throw stuff away. My brain won't let me. It costs money to get. I just don't throw anything away. So, oh yeah, that's a good idea. So I will take this, paint it, decoupage it, build it up, and then I add color and then different designs. I actually decoupaged this earlier last year, actually later last year. I just took it and I painted it white, and I just put some decoupage, and I ripped it up so it's not any kind of design particular. So it's just scraps I put in there, and then I add a little bit of wood jabin for more texture to it. So this was more just the decoupage paste and the wood jabin. And then the other one, I just added texture. No decoupage, but I just added texture by sponging on a little bit of darker color on top of a lighter color with my wood jabin. So that's what I did there. And then with this, I am going to actually paint this the azure color. And then after the azure dries, I'm going to azure. It's really bright tropical green. So I'm just going to paint a little bit of this on here. And it doesn't have to go any rhyme or reason, because what I'm going to do is after it dries is I'm going to put that decoupage on top in little chunks of it, just to give it a little bit of a different effect. And I got these little plastic little squares at Dollar Tree for $1.25.
Hey, Bill, how you doing, man? Bill's on New Hampshire Wood.
Hey, Bill. Thanks for watching.
I bet you didn't expect to see this, did you, Bill? This is not what you normally see when you see Turning Gnome live.
My husband's helping me out with a little bit of commentaries. Working on, we are on TikTok. He's on his TikTok, Turning Gnome. So we are on a few.
You said he thought someone hacked me.
No, I'm just doing my part on the bowl, and he hangs out.
Yeah, he hasn't seen the bowl. He just came on. So she's working on my wood tonight, and I turned this bowl a while back, and she did that texturing thing, the paste, and then painted it, and she's going to do that whole decoupage thing on the outside of it. It's going to be a multimedia joint effort bowl is what it's going to be.
And actually, I'm going to turn it in for a challenge that I was challenged to Mixed Media. It's due on the 14th of February for a group that I'm in. So wish me luck. I'm excited about doing all the different challenges. So hopefully this year I can get what I need turned in. So you guys can see that the color, I'm not coloring it completely. Why didn't I prime it? I could have, but I wanted a little bit of the gray to show through. And it's okay if it wipes off because it gives it that little texture. You can prime the tile if you want. It's plastic. You could put on the for Fusion. I don't know the other colors, but for Fusion, it's tough grip. So it just adheres to it and it'll hold your paint better. But I could have put it on there, but I'm not really concerned about it staying all on here because I want the texture. I want it to kind of peel up a little bit. So if you want it to stay on there, then definitely want to use some kind of primer. Oh, hey, you're in my other group. Yeah. So here's some ideas. So Jane is in the other group that challenged us to do this.
Cool,
So
cool.
she's in the group I have with Pam. So these towels, again, I got them for Dollar Tree. I think I got 24 of them because I didn't realize what they were. I thought they were a little more sturdier than plastic, but you know what? Plastic is awesome. And it's nice to paint. It's nice with this texture thing. And I'm just going to squish it around. Like I said, I'm not trying to cover the whole thing. I just wanted to get a little color underneath. So when I add the decoupage, a little bit of color peek through. That's what I'm trying to do. Hey, Royce, how are you?
Royce.
I'm adding texture. I'm just painting this one first, and then I'm going to put some decoupage. Some of my, and you can see my fingerprints. I'm picking up paint. That's okay. Just going to add some of my leftovers because I can't throw anything away. They're useful, you know. And I love doing mixed media. Probably my favorite thing to do. Like I said, you guys can see that I'm not covering it completely because I want a little bit of the underneath to shine through. So this is the look I'm going for. Oh, yes. Thank you so much. We made it home safely. And thank you for happy anniversary. We've been married for 28 years last Saturday. Where was that one thing yet? Put it back up.
All right. You were ignoring me.
I wasn't ignoring you.
You was ignoring me.
I was not ignoring you. So I did this multimedia, the decoupage on my butterfly, for a demo for Frank's Wood Turning Club for Christmas. So this just, I love the texture. And I did foil paper. So the other one's dry. So this, I'm put this to the side and let it dry and pull back out the bowl. So, and the bowl is dry. So the bowl is dry. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of my scrap pieces. So I don't know about you guys, but I put all my scrap pieces in a clear container because if I don't, they're everywhere. And you can ask Frank, they are most certainly everywhere. Everywhere. So, and I have a piece here from the other side. So I just take whatever I have from leftover scraps and leftover projects I have. And you guys can see I've ripped them and tore them. And I am just going to grab a brush and I'm using the Fusion top coat. I'm sorry. And I'm just going to put a little in here and I'm just going to add decoupage and I'm going to, you guys can see what I'm doing. I am just going to kind of like Mod Podge, and if it's a couple of if thing picks up, it's okay. It isn't going to hurt anything to be different color on top because I'm going to add different stuff anyways. And you guys can see how that's sticking on there, and you can see if I hold it up how it's raised stencil is underneath. So
one of my TikTokers over here.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Can you guys see?
No, you ignore us.
Okay. You guys see I don't know if you can see it, not in the light. It's hard to see. Hello, Shannon. Hello, Nancy. You guys can see that?
You can kind of see it.
Yeah, it'll show better. It'll show better when I put the metallic on it, which is what I'm going to do.
Quit inviting you to go live on my TikTok.
Oh, no.
Quit ignoring us.
I'm not ignoring you. So I am just putting on some of the decoupage underneath. And I'm trying to go across it so it doesn't dry, but making sure that I cover all underneath. And I'm going to cover on the top. So I'm trying to make sure it goes down good. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask questions and I can try to answer them. Get down to my scraps. Oh, here's a blue scrap. That one. Cool. And this one's from the mermaid. So I'm just going to add a piece of blue scrap on there. It's just a blue scrap.
So those of y'all on TikTok who are joining me, if you are joining expecting to find the old gray-haired bearded hippie, you've got his wife doing her part of a bowl that I turned. I turned this bowl. You can find the videos of this bowl on my TikTok. I did several different videos of how I turned this bowl, how I made it. And so you can go back and watch how I did it. But she's doing a multimedia finish on it because it's just a cheap pine bowl. And so she's doing her own little variation on finishing it. And she does all this fancy painting and decoupage and all that kind of stuff, which I don't do. So she's doing that to this thing now. And it's going to take her a month of Sundays to get this thing finished.
It's not going to take me a month of Sundays.
It took me a month of Sundays to get the bowl finished, so that's okay.
Just got to figure out how it wants to lay.
Normally when you do decoupage, a lot of people when they do it, it's typically on a fairly flat surface. Doing this on a rounded bowl is making it a bit more challenging for her, I believe.
It's not. It's beautiful. It's
I didn't
beautiful.
say it wasn't pretty. I just said making it a bit more challenging because
it's not what I'm just ripping it where I want it to go.
Because it has got to conform to the curvature of the bowl.
Kind of like paper mache. If y'all did that before, I don't know. It's been a really long time.
And so instead of what's it, Mod Podge?
Yeah.
What's the stuff they normally use?
Yeah, Mod Podge.
She's actually using a Fusion mineral paint top coat product.
And you can
the
use
name of it.
a top coat.
The name of it, top coat.
Yeah.
Made by Fusion mineral paint, which is stuff we sell, so that's why we use it because we have it.
But you can use any type of top coat, any of the if you have different kinds. So I think Weisel Owl has enamel, it's clear enamel. I think maybe Royce, I'm not sure exactly what it's called. Dixie Belle has gator hide. You could use that on it. If you have that, it doesn't have to be Fusion. It can just be any kind of top coat. I just prefer what I'm used to. And you can see I just added that piece right there. Oh, see,
Yeah,
right there. I messed it up, but I can, you know what? Doesn't matter. I can just lay it right back down and just be easy on it. Just be easy on it. Yeah, any water-based top coat. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for the share.
I'm in a scrap
User
pile. Oh, I don't know.
253-677-226-6487. That's a mouthful, but appreciate the share, man.
And this is the piece that I got mad on and tore it all off on my so it's kind of wrinkled on my what was it called? Lazy Susan, because it messed up and wrinkled on me.
So normally when you join my live, the Turning Gnome, it's usually wood turning or me out there in my shop cleaning up my lathe and just BSing and answering questions about wood turning while I'm cleaning my lathe. But we're decided to do this bowl together, and so this is her part of it.
So I grabbed that stamp off of the decoupage scrap.
And she's also, the reason why she seems like she's ignoring us and talking to other people is because she is.
Hey.
Because she's actually going live on her Facebook, which is Country Roads Crafts NC, her YouTube, which is the same name, and then she's also live on Royce
Decoupage.
Cycled Decoupage, which is the decoupage papers that she's using. which we sell, by the way. You can find the links for the Fusion Mineral Paint and the decoupage papers on if you go to my bio and my link tree, you can find the link for our Shopify, and it's all in there.
Yep.
If you're interested in decoupage or Fusion Mineral Paint.
And just add in different color or different,
Or wood turning.
Yeah, we have wood turning stuff in there too.
And other various stuff.
I want the light colors.
Not that I'm trying to sell anything or anything like that.
Thank you, Shannon. First time watching Country Road Crafts. You're in for a treat.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
So I'm just trying to make sure that I have enough paste down for the decoupage. You guys can see how it's going on. It's kind of just a splish bash, and I want the green to show through, or the teal. First time viewer, glad you're here. Ruth, hey Estelle, how are you? Missed my friends. We were on a retreat last week, and there's another color. It's so much fun. So much fun. Learned so much. Thank you, Jane. Gonna watch it on replay. You gotta go. Thanks for joining us. Glad you can be here. Oh, see that color there? It just wanted to be on there. It was just hanging on tight. I don't know what it's from, but it was there. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. You can't see it. I'm just playing with this stuff. First time viewer. Welcome, Elizabeth. Glad you can join us. You guys see how I can do all of that? I'm not trying to be any rhyme or reason, just putting it on there because the more it's splish splash, the more it turns out like that. I love that. It just turned out beautiful. So I think that's all I'm going to do on this one. So you guys see how it is on the bowl. So I'm going to do some more on the other things that I started. So I'm going to put the bowl aside, let it dry. And I'm going to grab back up that piece of towel that I had. And it's plastic. It's plastic. It's from the Dollar Tree. It's plastic. I mean, it's that thick. And it was a Dollar Tree special for $1.25.
Thank you, Kathy, for sharing the live. I appreciate it.
I'm sorry. You guys see? It's just a piece of plastic. Okay, so I'm just going to put some of these decoupage papers down on top of the texture. That's all I'm going to do. And like I said, I'm just splish splashing it around because it's better with no rhyme or reason.
I think I just saw Ricky the Skaggs pop up on there. I doubt Ricky the Skaggs is hanging out on TikTok watching people paint. But
maybe.
That would be so cool if it was Ricky Skaggs on there.
Yep. And I'm just trying to get enough of the adhesive underneath. And then putting some on top. You guys can see that? I don't know if you can see the texture coming through it or not. I'm gonna hold it up. Let's see. I didn't get enough right there. You guys can see how it's forming to this. You guys can see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm just gonna keep splish splashing. There's my mermaid again. Actually, that might be the. I'm gonna rip it in half because I don't want the whole thing. Might be the octopus, maybe. If you guys have questions, let me know and I'll answer them. I'm glad you guys can join me. It's so fun having all my friends, doing all my crafts. It's awesome. Exciting. Oh, I got a bubble, so I'm going to lift it before it dries. And I'm just going to push it out, push the bubble out.
Just like a fart.
Franklin.
Someone's got to bring the adult humor.
You're going to kick me off here.
I could have said something else, but I didn't.
Okay, so I don't like how that's shaped, so I'm just going to tear it. And I'm just going to add this here to it. And I honestly don't remember what all these are from. Just the different decoupage that I've done in the past. I save all my scraps. Do you guys save your scraps? I can't let them go. And I have to put them in that little container because I have them everywhere. I was trying to put them inside of the inside of a little plastic bag, and then the plastic bag got lost, and then yeah, Frank found me this big plastic thing. I save everything. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, you guys can see that? You guys can see what I'm doing? You guys see the texture on it? Right there. Different texture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the dogs are knocking on the door.
The knuckleheads in here before they try escaping again.
The dogs got out of the back. They pushed the fence open or something, chasing that squirrel earlier today. I was like, oh dear, my squirrels. My babies are on squirrels. Oh, see, it's lifting the paint up a little bit. That's okay. It is going to hurt it. It's not going to hurt it.
Today's 31st. You know what that means?
Payday.
Well, it means tomorrow's February. You know what that means?
Nope.
That means next month, technically, is
Your
after
birthday?
tomorrow.
Is your birthday?
Yeah, it means trout season.
Oh, no. I don't like the fish. It's cold.
Boy, what do you want, Mr. Boy?
My puppies. They want their daddy. He's been teaching all day. He volunteers at the local high school turning, and they haven't seen him all day, so they miss their daddy.
Come on, lay down. I just let you in. Go be in the paint. Go lay down somewhere.
Okay. You guys see that? Okay. Okay. I hope you guys are having a good evening. Crafting with me. My word, 23. That's a lot of folks. I don't think I had that many folks on forever on Facebook. Holy mackerels. I'm getting there. I'm glad you guys are with me.
Well, we got 15 over here.
Oh, wow.
We had 500 there for a while.
For a minute until I go, oh dear. I don't want that. Oh, I'm going to tear this because I don't really like that piece right there.
Blue, what do you want, boy?
I want to tear this piece because it's not doing what I want.
What?
But it's okay.
Oh.
I'll save it for later.
Where?
Even if it's sticky, I'll save it for later. My hands are sticky.
Go lay down. Lay down.